What's up, guys? Doomwake here. Welcome back to another modern video on the channel. As always, before we continue, make sure to be smashing that thumbs up button and be sure to let me know in the comment section below what you thought of the video. If you watched the metagame breakdown, metagame recap yesterday, I went over a specific deck list that top 8'd the Sunday challenge that I wanted to go ahead and give a shout out to, and we're going to go ahead and try it today, and that is Mono-Red Prowess. Let me just get the card window up here quickly for y'all. Alright, so Mono-Red Prowess here. What are we doing? So we have a lot of Prowess creatures: Monastery Swiftspear, Soulscar Mage, Abbot of Carol Keep. And what are we doing with those Prowess creatures? Well, we're trying to play a lot of cheap-ish red spells. Firebolt, Lava Dart, Lightning Bolt. So, pretty simple concept here. We are choosing to play 4 main deck copies of Relic of Progenitus. That's a bit of an interesting decision. I know that the traditional Obosh red decks usually do have Relic main deck, so it's kind of maybe just a holdover from the Obosh decks. I don't know if you necessarily need Relic in the main deck right now, but it is nice that, like, trying to keep Murktide Region in check, trying to keep opposing DRCs in check. It's obviously good against Living End, that kind of stuff, so I don't mind it. It's just definitely keep that in mind, something to check and see, how good it plays out. And then 4 copies of Light Up the Stage, 4 copies of Bonecrusher Giant. Basically, this deck has a lot of the same elements that the Obosh Mono-Red deck, but we are choosing to play Jegantha instead of Obosh for a couple of reasons. First and foremost, we get to play Abbot of Carol Keep in the main deck, which is kind of your card advantage. It's like a card. It's a card that draws a card, but it's also attached to a prowess body. So it's like, even if you're in games where you're just trying to race and you don't really have the time to get the extra card off of Abbot, like ideally you want to play Abbot on turn 3 before you play your land, so you can either hit a land or a 1-mana spell off of it. But if you don't have the time to do that, you can just run it out on turn 2, and it's just part of your prowess game plan. Like, you can go, turn 1 Soulscar, turn 2 Abbot, and then turn 3 cast 2 or 3 spells, and maybe that's enough to kill your opponent, even if you're in a racing situation. So it's like, it kind of fills both roles. It pulls double duty, which is kind of nice. In the mana base, you see 4 copies of Den of the Bugbear. That is one of the ways that we have to gain some card advantage later in the game, along with Bonecrusher Giant and the like, Abbot of Carol Keep. But it's really nice when you're playing Mono Red because you get to play 4 copies of Den, and that is definitely a plus side. And then a bunch of mountains, a couple fetch lands. You could potentially play more fetch lands. I think the user who played the deck list only had 4. It is decent-ish with Channeler. Like, if you, let's say you have a card on top, like you play a spell after a Channeler with the Surveil trigger, and you see a situational card on top, like a Firebolt. Maybe if you have a fetch land in play, and you're, depending on what your opponent does, maybe you don't want to draw the Firebolt anymore. So that's kind of what the fetch lands are there for, and they also help turn on Channeler because you need a land in your graveyard. So it might be worth it to play more fetch lands, but the user who played it only had 4. We'll go with 4 for now. I could see like 6 being fine. Moving on to the sideboard, 3 copy. The sideboard's really easy. You have your companion, your Jegantha, and then 4/4/3/3, which is, I love clean sideboards like that. So we are playing Jegantha, as noted before, 4 copies of Pirate Spellbomb to be able to deal with Sanctifier, Envec, Auriok Champion, any creature that has protection from red. Ratchet Bomb is here for Rhinos. I don't know that I want to bring it in for when X equals 1, or, putting 1 counter on it, because we have a lot of 1-drops ourselves. But mostly here for Crushing Footfalls and Hammer Time. Blood Moon for Urza Saga and Tron, and then Shattering Spree also for Hammer Time. That should be, pretty straightforward sideboard, which is really nice. So, yeah, I mean, this deck list is pretty much all 4-ofs, and I'm here for it. Love me some 4-of deck lists. 20, all 4-ofs. So, I don't really have much else to say. Let's get started. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. Alright, everybody, we are here for round number 1. Let's see what we got in our opening hand. Opponent reveals Kahira. We got a land-heavy hand, but I think one that is keepable because we have 2 creatures in an Abbot that we can play on turn 3. So, revealed Kahira, probably blue-white control. Looks like that is the case. Drawing the 5th land, not the best, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Not really sure how these matchups are going to play out. I have to imagine we're probably unfavored. Prismatic Ending and all this kind of stuff. Okay. That's That's relatively annoying. Alright, I'm gonna stomp them. I want to get my extra card off the Abbot. I guess doing that means that if they have a counterspell, they get to counter the Abbot, but just like running the Abbot out there and getting it just like kind of playing into Wrath of God is kind of bad. Whereas at least if I play the Abbot next turn, I can get my card out of it even if they have Wrath. Okay. Well, so much for that plan. Double Spreading Seas, huh? Guess we're just going to play Bone Crusher this turn then. Yeah. Fortunately, Den comes into play tapped, and I really want to play my Bone Crusher Giant this turn, so I think I am supposed to play the Mountain there. Double Spreading Seas is kind of rough. This is a second Prismatic Ending. Alright, well they go to 10. We do have the Abbot, so it's not the worst. Kind of awkward that I have to play Mountain here and not Den, because I really want to use this Bolt, but I do believe it is worth it. So we'll do that. I mean, they're at 7, and I got a Bolt. You know, I've been in worse positions before. I will say that. Okay. It's a Fairy plus. Alright, alright, alright. This is Counterspell mana. I think I probably have to ignore Teferi here. I'm just going to go attack, Bolt you, play Soul Scar, play Den. Yeah, I have to ignore Teferi, I think. I don't really think I'm going to win this game by trying to kill Teferi. See if they choose to cast the Solitude. Because I feel like they might have a Solitude here, that's why they plussed. Yeah, I'm still just going to go for it. It says Counterspell on Bolt. I guess we kind of had to assume that too, right? But we can maybe just play the Soul Scar, go for the Den next turn. This is not that bad. Alright, Counterspell resolves. They go to 4. Play Soul Scar. Play Den. Wish Den came into play untapped so I could pick up my Jegantha this turn, but... I mean, it's not even like Jegantha's that good against Teferi. I just like have to spend 8 mana over the course of 2 turns on it, and then they just get to minus Tef and tuck it, so... They have a third Spreading Seas? No, this looks like Prismatic Ending. Yeah. Okay. Oh, and they tucked the Soul Scar Mage. I mean, I guess their last 2 cards could be... I don't know what they could have here. Oh, Archmage's Charm? Is that what they have? They just conceded? Okay, I was not expecting that at all. Okay. Well, I guess we got game 1 against Blue-White. I was not expecting that. I think I'm going to swap Relic for Blood Moon. Because I don't really think Relic does all that much. They don't really play with their graveyard. And Blood Moon, not the best, but... Honestly, maybe Blood Moon is bad because it shuts off Den. And Den is just so insane against them. That's definitely a reason to not bring in Blood Moon. But their deck doesn't have a lot of basics. And it shuts off a lot of their utility lands too. Is it worth it? I think it's close. I think it's really close. Could just do, like, split the difference and do 2 of each, but that also doesn't seem great. Alright, let's try Blood Moon. This is more of an experiment. But, like, I don't actually know if Blood Moon is where I want to be because of how good Den is against them. So, I don't know. Experiment time. Like, I could definitely see situations where you cast Blood Moon, and you have, like, a Den or 2, and they have, 4 basic lands in play, and it's just really awkward. But, we'll try it out. Alright, here's our Jegantha. This hand's pretty good. I'm down to keep it. Double 1-drop with the Abbot and a Lava Dart. Yeah, this hand plays. I think I'm going to lead on Soul Scar Mage. Because I think leading on Soul Scar is a little bit better if they have Prismatic Ending, because then I can go Swift Spear and land light up the stage. Okay, well now I can't do that. The fact that Spreading Seas is good against Mono-Red is pretty tough. That's pretty tough. The fact that Spreading Seas is good against the mono red deck. Oh man, it's not even just like, what's this? Shark for 0. Oh, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. All right, all right, all right. Now we're chilling. Ooh. All right, let's just cut you off blue mana. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. My opponent is conceded from the game. All right, cool. Well, it turns out Blood Moon was good. So, yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for number 2. All right, round 2. Let's go. Here is our Jegantha. Let's see. It looks like our opponent also has a companion. It's very smart. Lurrus of the Dream Den. Ooh, I'm excited to play a matchup like this. I think this hand's good. Well, less excited if it's Hammer Time. I do think that Hammer Time is generally favored against these, like, aggressive red decks that have a lot of damage-based removal. Because they just put you in these really awkward spots, you know? Okay. Is this Burn? Interesting. I've always thought that Burn is favored versus Prowess. So we'll see how this plays out. I think what I'm going to do is just play a Den, play a Relic, and then just bolt the Goblin Guide main phase. Because I want to just get my Prowess trigger in. Maybe it's not worth it, but... like, it might be worth it to hold up Lava Dart if they go to kill my Swift Spear. But I don't mind this play. Maybe this matchup? I don't know. This matchup is really weird. The games always usually go super long, because you're usually just like, you usually just keep trading off creatures for burn spells, creatures for burn spells. But maybe we're ahead in that in exchange, because we have Jegantha and Den, and we have Relic to stop their Lurrus. So, yeah, maybe we're actually ahead in those kinds of situations. All right, they have another guide, which I can dart twice. I don't want to, but I can. This is a removal spell on Swift Spear, probably. Like a bolt. Maybe they have another 1-drop? Lava Spike me. Okay, I accept. Bone Crusher Giant on top. That's a pretty good one. Alright, so let's go Stomp the Goblin Guide, and then I think just crack the Relic main phase? I guess there's not really a lot of reason to crack the Relic main phase, right? Yeah, there's not really a lot of reason to do that. I could cast Lava Dart, but the problem with casting Lava Dart is I put the Lava Dart in the graveyard prior to cracking the Relic, so then I'm kind of forced to cast a Lava Dart you know what I mean? So I don't really think I want to do that. I could have dealt them an extra 4 damage. But now if they go to, like, Searing Blaze or Bolt my creature, then I could just dart them twice, potentially. So that's why leaving my options open is pretty nice. Alright, suspend a Rift Bolt. Let's see if they have the Blaze. If they Searing Blaze, I think I will Lava Dart Flashback, untap, play Bone Crusher Giant. They play Eidolon. Okay, well I don't really want to dart that twice, so let's just pop the Relic. Lava Dart, huh? And light up the stage. They have 2 cards in their hand, and they have a Rift Bolt suspended. So I could dart the Eidolon twice, go to 9, and then dart them, play light up the stage. Then I'm at 9, and they have a Rift Bolt, and the Rift Bolt puts me to 6. The question is, what is my alternative? Play Bone Crusher Giant, go to 11, Rift Bolt puts me to 8, and then the Eidolon's still in play, right? Okay, let's just do this. Oh, man, this is so tough. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to leave this Eidolon in play. It'd be a lot easier if I had a Bolt instead of a Dart, because I wouldn't have to take 4 to kill the Eidolon. I think I kind of have to, though. I think it's just a requirement. Like, it feels horrible, but I don't really see a better option, you know? We exiled a Bone Crusher and a Light Up the Stage. Okay, let's light up the stage again. Another lava dart. So this is 6, 7, 8. Put them to 3. I go to 6. Yeah, let's just put them to 3. Maybe I messed this game up. Maybe I was not supposed to kill the Eidolon and just play a little bit slower. Just like play Bone Crusher, go to 11, and then just eat the Rift Bolt, go to 8. But then I'm still kind of in the same position next turn, right? Where I kind of have to kill the Eidolon. And I mean, I guess the upside is leaving the Eidolon in play, so it's harder for them to play spells, right? Yeah, it's really tough. I don't know how I'm supposed to play that turn. Let me know in the comments. How would you play that turn? It's a very interesting turn. Okay, they're at 3. So they're dead? I mean, they would have killed me if they had a burn spell, right? Unless I'm missing something. Lava Dart you. Yeah, Stomp. There's no reason for them to wait. Alright, cool. Well, I won anyways. I don't know, that turn was really tough. I really don't know if I played that turn correctly. Alright, we're gonna cut Relic for Spell Bomb because they usually bring in Sanctifier. I think Ratchet Bomb is too slow, especially on the draw against the pile of 1-drops. So we're just gonna do that. Call it a day. I think in general, Relic is usually the first card that gets cut, so it's like pretty easy sideboarding, but yeah, it was a tough turn. So I'm trying to think, like, if I play Bone Crusher Giant, go to 11, keep the Eidolon in play, they have to take 2 from the Rift Bolt. They probably have to Rift Bolt... Well, they probably still Rift Bolt me, right? And not the Bone Crusher. They just leave the Bone Crusher in play. But then, again, I'm still in the same spot next turn where I, like, in order for me to win the game, I have to kill the Eidolon because my hand is just, 5 spells. I can't just cast 5 spells into the Eidolon. I don't know, that was tough. This hand's great. Turn 1 Swift Spirit, turn 2 Swift Spirit Pirate Spell Bomb. We get to kill a Sanctifier if they have it. Got a removal spell. The fact that we start at 18 is kind of annoying, but I think I'm actually going to kill the Swift Spirit before I do anything else. I think it's more important to do that, especially while they're tapped out, because my removal spell is Shock. If they just hold up mana, like I'm never going to get to kill this thing. So I think it's better to just kill the Swift Spirit on the draw. If Firebolt was Lightning Bolt, you could maybe consider playing the Swift Spear first, but then that's also worse if they have Searing Blaze. So, alright, I've been spiked. I've been spoken to. Alright. It's a lot of lava spikes. I think I'm still double Swift Spearing here. I could go Swift Spear attack, light up the stage, but this is also higher upside if I draw a Burn Spell, because then I can go pre-combat, Burn Spell, light up the stage, land Pirate Spell Mob, and just attack for 1,000 damage. So, they have Searing Blaze probably, yeah. It's fine. And they have 2 cards left. Do they have a Burn Spell? Let's see if they have a Bolt. They're not casting it now. Alright, well, let's do what we said, right? Bolt light up the stage. Hit a Channeler and a Firebolt, which is not bad. I can play the Channeler, and I do have Delirium. So that's really nice. They take 3 and they go to 12. And the next turn, we're showing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 damage. So we're showing 10 damage right now. So any 1-mana spell should be lethal. Assuming we A, don't die, and B, neither of our creatures die, which those things are not necessarily likely to happen, but, you know. Let's see what our opponent has for us. Alright, red, Eidolon. Interesting. Now I'm at 9. Okay. I mean, I can afford to go to 7, right? Like, is there a world where I just, like, attack them with Channeler and just don't play any spells? I don't think so. Because 3, they go to... Yeah, because it would be 3, they go to 9. Then I, like, chump block the Eidolon. 3, they go to 6. Yeah, that's just not going to work. I gotta kill the Eidolon. I don't think that's going to work. But I do die to Boros Charm plus Bolt. I'm actually going to top that. It looks weird, but I want to be able to play the Pirate Spellbomb without having to fetch. I don't want to go to 6, basically. I want to require them to have Boros Charm plus Lightning Bolt to win this game. I do not want to go to 6. Sure, I guess I'll top that. I don't know if it matters. I have a feeling I'm either going to die to Boros Charm Lightning Bolt, or they're going to die. I feel like they had Boros Charm Lightning Bolt, but again, I don't really think I can play around that. Like, I feel like at some point I'm either going to have to take an Eidolon hit or cast a spell to kill the Eidolon, so I don't really think I can afford to play around Charm plus Bolt. So, here we are. I mean, they're almost certainly dead if we get to untap. If we're not dead, I'm sure they're dead. Unless they have, like, 2 removal spells? But no, they're still just dead to the Firebolt, right? I just Firebolt them, crack the Spell Bomb. Okay, Goblin Guide is fine. Goblin Guide, no attacks, huh? Alright, let's start off by Firebolting the Goblin Guide and see what they do. Should be lethal. Yeah, they're off it. Okay. Yeah, see, those were some... I think those were some interesting games, you know? I think both of the spots were... They both involved Eidolon. It's like both those spots where I'm not sure if I should kill the Eidolon. I think I played correctly, but I also think it's really close. So, anyways, 2-0. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 3. Alright, everybody, back here for... Make sure we're recording. Round number 3. We got a lot of lands and not a lot of creatures. I'm going to mulligan. And this time we have no lands and a creature. We'll also take a mulligan. Opponent did not reveal a companion, worth noting. Typically, whenever I don't see companions, I usually expect blue-red Murktide. I'm going to keep 2 lands, the Channeler and the Bolt. Which is the last card. I think on a mull to 5, I think it's better to keep the Abbot over the Bone Crusher, but it's close. So I can go, like, if they play Ragavan, I can Bolt it into Channeler, into Abbot. If they don't play Ragavan, I can Channeler into... Yeah, okay, let's just do that. So let's keep these 3. I think I like that. I think that makes sense. I think your best way to unmulligan is Abbot. I mean, Bone Crusher also kind of unmulligans you, but, like, if they're not playing a Ragavan DRC deck, if my read was wrong and I keep Bone Crusher Giant, it could be a lot worse than keeping Abbot. Like, if they're playing a linear deck, I'm just going to run out the Abbot on turn 2. If they're playing Amulet or something. Okay, yeah. In this situation, I'd much rather have the Abbot, because it just applies more pressure. So, I like my decision to keep the Abbot. Okay, I don't like the fact that my opponent has 2 amulets, because that means we're probably dead. Not a fan of my opponent having 2 amulets. We get to bring in Blood Moon, so there's that. But we're probably going to lose this game. Although, I would expect to lose most game 1s against Amulet. Alright, I'm not going to make them go through it. If they have a Titan, I'm just going to scoop. Obviously, we're not winning if they have a Titan. Seems like they do. One thing you gotta learn about Amulet players, they never don't have it. Every single Amulet opponent I've ever played against, they always have double Amulet Titan draws. Every single time. That's like a part of what you get for signing up when you play Amulet. That's what it feels like to me. Alright, cut Relic for Blood Moon. Do I want Shattering Spear or Ratchet Bomb? Shattering Spree or Ratchet Bomb. I don't really think I care about their Saga tokens that much. Like, they are an Urza Saga deck, but their Urza Sagas are generally worse than most people's decks. I could bring in Shattering Spree just to kill Amulet if I thought I wanted that over something like Bone Crusher Giant. What if we did like 2 Shattering Sprees, 2 Bone Crusher Giants? It's not a card that I want to draw a ton of copies of, but it's like a nice tempo swing to be able to kill their Amulet for 1 mana for the draws where you don't have Blood Moon. Because, like, the idea is when you have Blood Moon, you don't care about Amulet. Like, their Amulets don't usually do anything when you have Blood Moon, so... Alright, game 2. Let's see if we can draw a Blood Moon and hope that our opponent doesn't have Devil Amulet again. Well, we have a Blood Moon and a 1-lander, so This hand is really sketchy if they have turn 1 Arboreal Grazer. If they don't have turn 1 Grazer, I think this hand is quite good. So it's... man, it's really close. I mean, I guess the theory is if they have Grazer, I can just play a second creature and then hopefully get around the Grazer that way. But then if they play Dryad, it's pretty bad. So basically, this hand is like pray they don't have Grazer. Is that worth it? Man. I mean, even if they don't have Grazer, I still have to hit a second land. It's probably too risky. But man, it's really close. I guess like the kicker is I have 2 Lava Darts with no mountains. Alright, I'll ship it. I think that hand's really close though. Yeah, see this is just the first hand, but miles worse. So I gotta go to 5. Okay. Alright, this hand plays. I'm gonna keep 2 lands and all my spells. Yeah, that makes sense. So let's lead on Den plus Channeler. And then I can go turn 2, Swift Spear, turn 3, Abbot, try to hit a land off Abbot. But mulling to 5 twice against Amulet is not exactly where I want to be. Not exactly where I want to be. And they could have explosives here, which would really suck. Okay, they have Amulet. Maybe I should have kept that first hand. Let me know in the comments. Would you keep that first hand on the play against Amulet? It's really close. Well, they had the Grazer, but they had the Grazer on turn 2, so maybe my hand would have worked out. They have Dryad, too. So, we need a Blood Moon. That's what we need. We need a Blood Moon. It's not a Blood Moon. I think it's better to just play the Swift Spear. And your turn. I'm not gonna suicide into the Dryad. Well, if they play Amulet, I'll probably just... If they play Titan, I'll probably just scoop. Unless they play Pact. Because then I could maybe still draw Blood Moon, depending on how they fetch. 1, 2, 4. So they'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll see how they fetch. If they don't get basics, I can maybe try to cheese them with a Blood Moon and they can't pay for Pact. So we'll see. We'll see if they get basics to play around Blood Moon. Like I would assume this is gonna get Haste Land plus Thing, and then they attack and then get 2 more lands. Okay, yeah. So there's red, white, and now... So yeah, if they get greedy and get 2 Valakuts, we can kill them with Blood Moon. I can't imagine they're going to get 2 Valakuts, though. I can't imagine they're going to just concede to Blood Moon. But we'll see. I think if they just show me the basics, then I'll just scoop. But... like, they have to know we're a Blood Moon deck, right? And they have to know that's probably the only way they can lose. Because double Valakut's not lethal. I can just do some chump blocking or take it, but... yeah, there's no way they don't get basics here. Oh, alright, they didn't get basics. So you're saying we got a draw step. Alright, I take 12. Oh wait, do they have a land drop remaining? I gotta check. Okay, hold on. So it's turn 3, they played Sanctuary. Put triggered ability from Sanctuary, cast Pact, play Titan. Okay, they still have a land drop. Which means... this is 8 power. Oh, I'm just dead anyways, right? If I block with everything, take 2, and then they just play another land. Okay, never mind, I'm dead. Dead Xaxes, right? Yeah, because this is 6 toughness. I go to 6, and then they play a land, and I die. Because I believe they still have a land drop. Okay, yeah. Alright, good beats. Didn't find a Blood Moon. Maybe I should have kept my opening hand. Maybe my opening hand would have worked out, because I did have the Blood Moon. But, yeah, let me know in the comments, would you keep that first hand? But anyways, I'll see you back here in just a little bit for number 4. The nice thing about playing Prowess is these games go really fast. So this is round 4, and I think I'm only like 30 minutes into the video. So it's going to be a quick one. Maybe we can keep this under an hour. That'd be dope. This hand's great. Just not really much more you can ask for. I'm going to play Soulscar on 1. Actually, no, I'm going to play Swift Spear on 1, because then I can go attack, light up the stage, play Soulscar on 2. Whereas if I Soulscar on 1 and I want to play light up before playing my land, I miss a damage with the Swift Spear. So, yeah, I actually think it's better to play Swift Spear on 1. It's worse if they kill it, though. So maybe there's a consideration there. Like, if I lead on Soulscar and they kill the Soulscar, then I can just go Swift Spear, attack, post-combat, land, light up the stage. So, yeah, maybe it's better to play Soulscar first. This is higher upside if they don't kill the Swift Spear, but... what decks can't kill a Swift Spear on turn 1? Almost every deck can, right? Yeah, maybe this is worse. It's greedier, for sure, but it's definitely higher upside. Okay, Island is not going to kill Swift Spear, I would imagine. Island Serum Visions. So it's not Murktide, because Murktide usually doesn't have basic Island. Well, that's not true. They do, right? Never mind. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, it could be Murktide. It's probably Murktide. I don't know why I thought they didn't play basic Island, but obviously they do. Alright, let's go attack you. Attack you, cast light up the stage. The reason you want to do this is because you want to play a land off the light up the stage this turn, just in case you hit 2 lands. This is how you get maximum value out of light up the stage. They're going to Force of Negation it? Ooh, a Den and a Relic. Relic is going to be good for next turn. Next turn we can just go Relic double bolt, attack you for 1,000, and have the Relic to start eating their graveyard so they can't Murktide us. Yeah, this is a good draw. And they don't have a red source in play, which means even if they have a removal spell, they just can't kill both of our creatures this turn. Shivan Reef. Okay, so Storm? Well, main deck Relic's got to be pretty good against Storm, huh? And we have double bolt for their creatures. This game feels pretty... I'm not going to say over, but maybe close to over. I'm going to save the second bolt, I think. Hopefully just draw a creature here. Alright, we'll just play this to thin my deck. Cast the Relic. Bolt the Baral, attack for 6. Alright, 2, 4, plus 10 is 14. Yeah, bolt this thing. And I'm going to crack the fetch main phase so they can't respond to my thing and, like, blow up the Relic. You never know. I know I'm going to fetch anyway, so I might as well just fetch now. There's not really a lot of reason to wait. I'm still not going to cast the bolt, but... Alright, attack for 6. They go to 12, and next turn we're showing currently 7 damage. So another bolt would be lethal. A Lava Dart would also be lethal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, Lava Dart would also be lethal. Firebolt, not quite. Firebolt put them to 1. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, Firebolt puts them to 1. I might get aggressive and pop the Relic here just to find a spell. Nah, that's just too aggressive, right? Yeah, I'm just not going to pop the Relic. That's just way too aggressive. Okay, well, now I'm going to pop the Relic. Excuse me. Alright, gas Relic. And play land. Question is, do I want to bolt them? So it'd be 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put them to 3. Nah, I'm just going to pass. I'd still rather hold up the bolt for a Brawl or an Electromancer, I think. I think it's better to do it this way. Like, as long as we just hold up the Relic and the Bolt, I find it really hard that we lose this game. Okay, they go to 6. I guess they could empty here. If they go, like, creature plus, I don't know, ritual plus empty. We'll see. See what they do. That's a way we could lose this game, is empty. But then we could also just peel 2 burn spells. Alright, 3 mana. What do we got? Brawl. Brawl floating a red. Well, I'm going to respond to whatever this ritual is and just bolt the Brawl. I think this is worth it. I mean, I guess they still have access to 4 mana to play an empty, but I mean, I can't not kill the Brawl, right? I don't think I can afford to not kill the Brawl here. Pretty sure I have to. I feel like things just go a little bit... Things can go a little bit south if I don't kill the Brawl. Alright, Brawl down. You got 3 red. I mean, again, they could just have, like, ritual, empty, but... Alright, never mind. My opponent is conceded from the game. Cool. Let's go. Alright, game number 2. And I think the only thing I want to do is bring in a couple Ratchet Bombs just to hedge against empty. And I think I'm going to cut, like, 2 Bone Crusher Giants because they're really slow, and trim on a Firebolt, or just 2 Ratchet Bombs. Yeah, 2 Ratchet Bombs is probably enough. Let's do that. We got a Soul Scar Mage, a couple removal spells, seems fine to me. Kind of awkward that we have Firebolt and Lava Dart and not Lightning Bolt, so it's, like, harder for us to kill a Brawl if they have that one specifically. So, example, if I play Soulscar Mage and they lead on Brawl, do I Lava Dart plus Firebolt it? Do I just let them have Brawl for a turn? The answer is probably just kill Brawl. Okay. You know, that obviously makes things easier. Because now I can just kill Brawl, move on with my life, and get to play the Soulscar. So we have all the creatures covered. If they just don't do anything, then I'll probably just play Soulscar, hold up a mana. Okay, now we just get to go Soulscar, Firebolt this. I think I'm going to tap out. Like, obviously, if they have, you know, Brawl plus land plus 2 rituals plus Manamorphose plus yada, I could get punished, but I think I want to just develop my board. I don't really think it's worth holding up Lightning Bolt here. They have to have so many things to kill me. Just don't think it's worth playing around that kind of stuff. Like, in order for them to kill me, they would have to have 3rd land, plus creature, plus, I think, 2 rituals. Well, Ritual Manamorphose would be 1, 2, 3, 4 mana. So Ritual Manamorphose gifts isn't enough because they need to gifts with 2 floating. So it'd have to be it would have to be exactly creature, ritual, Manamorphose, gifts, right? 2 rituals, a Manamorphose, and a gifts. Yeah. Which, you know, if they have that, then we're dead, but again, I don't think I'm supposed to play around that. Well, looks like they might have it, unless they're just trying to go for it. Maybe they just figured they got a turn while I'm tapped out, they might as well try and YOLO it, and then if they miss, then... Because they expect their Brawl to die. Okay. So, 8 Goblins. I mean, I could beat 8 Goblins pretty easily. I think so. They have 3 cards in their hand? Well, I kind of have to kill the Brawl. I wonder if I should attack. I feel like attacking might be a little sketchy. Like, if I kill the Brawl and then attack, what if I just attack? Do I think they're going to quad block? And if they quad block each, then I can just dart... Yeah, no, I just blow them out, right? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5s? Yeah, okay. I guess they might, like, put 8 Goblins on 1 Soulscar Mage, but then I can just post-combat light up the stage, which is also fine. So I think this is going to work out. I mean, I guess maybe if they assume that the Brawl's dying anyways, they might just throw the Brawl under the bus. Or they could also just not block with anything, but I highly doubt that's going to happen. Okay, we're just chump blocking. Okay, that's a little more annoying, but I do still have to kill the Brawl while they're tapped out, I think. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll just pass. They have 3 cards in hand. I'm not going to kill one of the goblins right now. I could firebolt the goblin, but not really a lot of reason to. Can hold up like Dart plus Flashback Dart in case they have Electromancer plus a bunch of spells. Okay, 4 mana. Serum Visions resolves. 6 goblins is what we have to beat. So I guess their plan is just... I thought they were going to try and kill the Soul Scars, but I guess their plan is just chump block a bunch and try to set up another big turn, which makes sense. Probably makes more sense, though. Oh, never mind. Okay, they're going to hold 2 back to chump block. Okay, well now I could push some damage through with Lava Dart. Which is not bad. Alright, let's dart a token. See if that resolves. I wonder, you know what? I think I'm going to flashback dart on the other token. Yeah, I think I like this line. And then I could even go main phase, firebolt you plus light up the stage, because my den comes into play tap now. Or comes into play untapped. Yeah, I like this line a lot. This is a little aggressive, but this is going to deal them 12 damage after the firebolt plus the 2. Yeah. I think I like this. Alright, 2 5/6s. Ratchet Bomb would be nice. I'll take a firebolt. Alright, so they go to 6. We're a little all in. You know, we don't really have another answer for another creature, but I think it's okay. So now they probably have to leave back everything. They probably can't even attack with anything here, right? I would assume so. Yeah. They got a little punished for attacking with a bunch of stuff last turn. If they attack with anything, we could also just draw a Lava Dart. Ritual. Ritual's not good for me. What else you got? Ritual Past in Flames. Okay, so they have 3 mana. So if they have to find another ritual off of the Metamorphoses, or else they can't go anywhere. Okay. Alright, we're back. My opponent flashbacked all of their rituals, and they cast a Serum Visions and passed. So we're going to go land, firebolt your token, stomp your token, get in for 3 damage. I think I like this line. Yeah, I think I like this line. Maybe it's better to just, like, attack, let them chump block. Nah, because I still want to play the Firebolt anyways, right? Because the Firebolt I can only cast this turn. So I'm going to cast the Firebolt either way. And if I'm doing that, then I might as well just cast the Stomp to guarantee I get 3 damage in. Yeah, this just makes more sense, because now they're dead to Bolt. We also have 2 Firebolts in the graveyard, worth noting. We can cast a Bone Crusher Giant next turn. Seems like they're flooding out a little bit. They bought them both with the Serum Visions they cast last turn, so... Alright, our opponent is attacking us with 2 goblins. It's not the best sign for us. Alright, they cast Pyretic Ritual. Okay. And are they going to flashback Past in Flames just to cast a Braid? Seems like it, because they can't Ritual Empty. They're 1 mana short. So they're just going to Past in Flames a Braid. 2 cards in hand, but then I just play the Bone Crusher. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Let's go Bone Crusher and play Relic. I guess I'll just Relic them now so I can have 6. Alright, your turn, opponent. Do your worst. Do your worst. I could have chosen to not play Bone Crusher that turn and held up Relic, but that just doesn't make sense, I don't think. I think I want to just put pressure on them. I don't really want to exile the Relic because I have 2 Firebolts in my graveyard, but I don't know how relevant the Firebolts are anyways, so... Yeah, maybe they're not relevant enough. Feeling pretty good. They're down a lot on resources. Drew a Swift Spear, which I'll cast. I'll cast and attack with both. They are not allowed to double block the Swift Spear, so they have to at least chump this, maybe take this and go to 2. I maybe should have popped... You know what? Probably should have popped the Relic pre-combat, right? Yeah, I probably should have popped the Relic pre-combat, because I think I'm going to do it anyways. Maybe not. I mean, it just cuts off Past in Flames, right? If I just hold it. Yeah, I'll just pass. Because their empty is in the graveyard. I don't know if they have a second empty. But then also, like, if I main phase the Relic, then maybe it's okay. So this Gifts. Gifts resolves. There's nothing I can do about that. Alright, Gifts resolves. Okay. Took a little bit less time than I thought it was going to. So they got Brawl, Grape Shot, Lightning Bolt, Manamorphose. So I will give them Lightning Bolt plus Manamorphose. So I choose 2 cards, put the chosen cards into your graveyard, and the rest into your hand. So the 2 chosen cards go to the graveyard. So Brawl and Grape Shot go to the graveyard. I mean, they can bolt this, but if they bolt this, they go to 1, and the Swift Spear is still lethal. So I don't really think I care about the bolt. Alright, they're leading on Manamorphose, resolves. And again, we still have the Relic up, so I want to just keep the Storm cards in the graveyard. If they find a Past in Flames set up, then I can just Relic them, so... I think it's better to do it like this. Alright, casting Opt. Opt resolves. They bottom the card. We got... What do we got? Blue, Brawl. Sure, Brawl resolves. So we still know they have Bolt. So I guess they can Bolt the Bone Crusher and then bounce off the Swift Spear at 1 life. But then they're dead to a land from the den. So I don't actually mind popping the Relic because even though I'm exiling Firebolt, they're still dead to a land. So they're dead to a land either way because the den kills them if I find a land. Alright, kill the Bone Crusher, which we expected. Alright, Bone Crusher down. Yeah. We got 1 card left. What is it? Empty the Warrens. Okay. Well, if they had empty, why didn't they just kill this? There's no reason they should go to 1 there, right? So now I think I'm not going to pop the Relic. Because land is actually lethal with the Firebolt. Yeah, now I'm not going to pop the Relic. So land or Burn Spell does it. And I still have a draw step even if I miss, because I can block a Goblin and go to 1. So even if I miss, I still have a draw step. Okay, do I cast that? I think so. That gives me a shot at finding a burn spell. Did we find a burn spell? We sure did. All right. I feel like that was the longest 2-0 match that I've ever played in my life. I'm going to have a lot of editing to do. Let me just say that. I'll see you back here in just a little bit for round number 5. All right, YouTube, round number 5. Here we go. Let's see if we can complete the 4 and 1. Opponent's got a Lurrus. And this hand seems fine against Lurrus. Again, hopefully we're not playing against Hammer Time. But, I mean, I don't think I can mulligan this hand, so. Opponent goes to 6. Opponent goes to 5. They mull to 5 really quickly in a Lurrus deck, which signifies Hammer. Usually Hammer's the only Lurrus deck that would mulligan that aggressively. Like, most of the other Lurrus decks are just, like, kind of just all the same cards. I mean, obviously there's, like, situations where they could have no lands or something like that, but... Yep, okay. We guessed correctly. Okay, I'm kind of happy to see that. My hand doesn't really care that much about Thoughtseize. They're probably just going to take my only piece of interaction. But then I can go Channeler into Swift Spear Relic, which is not too bad. Maybe they thought I was Tron. Okay, drawing a bolt's pretty good. Drawing a bolt definitely helps. Alright, Marsh Flats and Stoneforge. Pure Steel Paladin. Well, I got some bad news for you. I'm very lucky and peeled Lightning Bolt. I'm just going to do it now. So we're on instant creature land. I kind of just want to find more interaction, so I'm going to bin that. Yeah, I just want to find more interaction. I don't really think I need another creature, because I have a third creature anyways. So I think it's more important. Okay, well, they're off it. Alright, game number 2. So we have to expect our opponent to bring in Sanctifier. Do we just bring in our entire sideboard? I think we might. Well, obviously not the Jegantha, but like all these cards are reasonable against them. Okay. Question is, what the heck are we cutting? Maybe not Blood Moons. Yeah, I always thought Blood Moon was sketchy against Hammer Time. Although it's a little bit better against the black version because they have less basics. So maybe we should try it. And just, like, cut all of our threats. We could probably cut Light Up the Stage. That card's kind of slow. We can almost certainly cut Relic of Progenitus. So that one can go. It's got 6 more. I don't know about these Blood Moons. They're so sketchy. Like, it is good against Urza Saga, and I get that, but there's just so many draws that they can have that don't involve Urza Saga. And it's just, like, so awkward against those draws. Like, I think this is enough stuff. And I think I'm going to cut 2 Bone Crusher Giant, because it's my most expensive piece of interaction. And I'm just, like, not trying to play a longer game against them. Let's try this. I guess I could also maybe cut Abbott, but... yeah, maybe Abbott is worse than Bone Crusher Giant. Just because on turn 2, Bone Crusher is a piece of interaction. It's not good interaction, but... well, this hand is... really hope we Ratchet Bomb on 0 and not 1, because our hand is all 1-drops. That's why Ratchet Bomb is kind of awkward in this deck. It's just like, you have a lot of 1-drops, and you typically... you know, you'll come up in spots a lot of times in these matchups where you will want to Ratchet Bomb on 1, but like if I'm planning on playing, you know, 2 creatures on turn 2, well, I guess I can just play it on turn 2, tick it up to 1, and then pop it on turn 3 prior to playing my other stuff. Okay, they have a Sentinel. I think I'm gonna lead on Channeler and try and offer the trade. Because I kind of, yeah, I think I like offering the trade. I don't think they're going to attack, but maybe they do. Yeah, I'm taking this trade. I will take that trade. Sanctifier, okay. So now we can play Ratchet Bomb and try to tick it up to 2. Yeah, I wanted to F6 there. I should have waited, but I just wanted to F6. They're Lurising. Okay. Let's go Swift Spear. Attack for 1, play 2 Channelers. And then we'll try and pop the Ratchet Bomb on 2 next turn. Yeah, I think I like that. Could also potentially kill the Luris if they play it. I don't think they're going to play the Luris, but you never know. Alright, Ornithopter is fine. I can live with that. 1 mana. Yeah, that's less fine for me. That is less fine. Alright, they're going to pass. I got to tick this up, I think. I think I have to tick that up. So I guess now they can suit up the Ornithopter? Is that their plan? It probably is, right? I mean, they probably have to play around a bolt at some point, right? So what if I just pop this first, kill the Sanctifier, and then just go to attacks. Like, they at least have to respect me having an instant speed spell, right? They can't just, like, go for it here. Okay, block channeler. I'm going to think for a little bit and let that happen. Alright, damage. Play Soul Scar. And just play Land Pass. White, white. Second copy of Sanctifier, huh? That's not great. It's not great. So now we gotta find a Pirate Spell Bomb. Artifact, land. If I den and shove, it's not great. Yeah, this card's a problem when you don't draw Pirate Spell Bomb. Could fire up the den, shove with everything. This eats the den. Assuming they don't have hammer, but they probably do. This bounces off this, and then they take 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's not even close to good enough. Yeah, I don't know. I'm probably just super dead this game. I could have firebolted the Ornithopter last turn. I didn't want to because if they hammer it in response, it's kind of bad. But maybe my only out was to firebolt the Ornithopter, hope they hammered, and then just hope that I drew a Shattering Spree or another Ratchet Bomb. Because now they're just going to equip the Sanctifier, and I don't think I could win. Got hammer. Choosing not to play the hammer. Interesting. Wonder why they wouldn't just hammer up the Sanctifier. Is there a downside to that? I don't really think they can die. Yeah, I just... Man, I don't know. What's my plan? I guess... I don't know. I'll play it out. I don't really think I have a good plan, but... I guess I could have tried to kill the Sentinel that turn and maybe push an attack with the 3 Prowess creatures, but then they know my last card is Jegantha, and then I'm just dead to the Ink Moth, right? Like, the only way I get out of this is, like, posturing a little bit. Okay. And just kind of hoping that they play around stuff that they maybe shouldn't. And then I have to hope to draw, like, a Ratchet Bomb, probably. Guess I'm just going to upkeep fetch. I definitely don't want to draw lands. How about more creatures? Okay. I mean, if they're not gonna if they're gonna try and kill me, then I guess maybe we have time. But I mean, they're eventually gonna do some stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. Sure. Turns out I had nothing the whole time. I could have tried to firebolt the paladin, but no, because they had a mana up. Yeah. That's why this matchup sucks. Is like just your removal's all damage based, you know. And this card is an absolute beating. It's just a huge problem. Like Ratchet Bomb, I guess, sort of can maybe alleviate that. I don't know, but probably not. I should block with Channeler, because Channeler I think is worse than the Prowess creatures when they have Sanctifier. And if they move the hammer, then their Sentinel dies, so they probably can't even move the hammer this turn, which maybe gives me a turn to find a thing. Pirate Spell Bomb. Okay, they're going to run the Lurrus out there. Oh, they have a land. Okay. Yeah. So now they probably just equip the Lurrus, right? Wow, they didn't equip the Lurrus? Do I actually have outs? Do I actually have outs? So we obviously have to kill the Lurrus. That's not even a question. The question is, am I paying 1? No, I can't pay 11 generic, so I won't pay 11, but I think I will pay the 1. Always yields. Okay. Always yields. Definitely don't want to land. Lurrus down. And now, I guess I kill the Paladin. I mean, to be honest with you, Slink is not the worst spot to be in. Definitely could be in a worse spot. Definitely don't want that. Okay, so they're at 9, which means I gotta get aggressive here. So if I attack with 4 creatures, one gets bounced, one probably gets chumped, another one probably gets chumped, and they probably take 3. And then I can chump this and take... Yeah, alright. I mean, again, I have to get super greedy here. I can't really afford to play around anything. And they know my last card's Jegantha, so don't really think I have the luxury of playing around a single card. It's a weird game. Okay, so take 3, go to 6, lose 2 Ornithopters. And then I chump block the Sentinel. I mean, technically I could just take a hit, right? I could just take 11. Yeah, I could take a hit. Oh, and the Sanctifier died because of the Bone Crusher. I forgot about that. Holy crap. Oh, well, we're just dead anyways. Damn it. Was I supposed to... maybe I'm supposed to hold up the Bone Crusher. Man, that was a tough game. What if I had held up the Bone Crusher? Could I have won that game? Maybe. I totally forgot the Sanctifier was going to die because of the Stomp. I'm sure they forgot too. But, I mean, they had me rolled up anyways. I wonder if there was a way where I just, like... Well, see, the problem with not main phase killing the Paladin is they can just move the hammer to the Nexus. And they know my last card, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. Blood Moon on the play, question mark. No, but now that I realize... I forgot about the Bone Crusher versus... what you call it, 2/2 thing. Yeah, we're gonna keep in the Bone Crushers. I'm sure y'all were screaming at me to keep in my Bone Crushers, but we'll do this. I still don't like Blood Moon. This is good. Yeah, I don't know, that was a weird game. But again, I don't think I can let them untap with the Paladin, because then they just get to move the hammer to the Nexus. They can just go activate Nexus, move hammer to Nexus, activate Nexus again, and then kill me. So I think I was supposed to main phase kill the Paladin, right? Yeah, I don't... It was a tough game. One that I don't think I was that far away from winning, even though they had double Sanctifier and, you know, all of their hammer stuff. It was a crazy game. Alright, game 3. Let's go. Let's go. Lands, creatures, removal spells, keep. Opponent has also kept 7. Okay. We're in for a real game. Attack you for 1. We have the quote-unquote answer to the Sanctifier. I completely forgot that Bone Crusher had that extra line of text. We call that flavor text in the biz. I got a Memnite. I got 2 Memnites. Oh boy. I got all the stuff. Alright, let's attack you. Question is, should I bolt them? Nah, I don't think so. I think I'm just gonna chill. If they go for hammer, I have double bolt. It's this Stoneforge. Okay, Stoneforge is acceptable. They have 2 cards left. So I think what I'm gonna do is EOT stomp the Stoneforge. Yeah, I think I like that. They got a hammer, obviously. Alright, they're attacking with 2 Memnites. Yeah, I'm gonna stomp the Stoneforge. I'll take 2. Drew a land, which is not too bad. So what if I just firebolted the Ornithopter and attacked for 2 and just left up my bolts? Or what if I just Shattering Spree all of their stuff? No, then I died to a land. Yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, I'm kind of into just Firebolt the Ornithopter, attack me but my mana. I'm kind of into that. I think I like that. Attack for 2, just chill. Kind of just want to draw a land for the Bone Crusher Giant, but it's this Prismatic Ending. Yeah, see, that kind of sucks because now I have no pressure. Yeah, that's rough. And they're obviously not going to go for it because I have mana up. There's no way they go for it. Didn't expect. Firebolt, huh? So now if I cast Bone Crusher, I lose to a land. I could shatter. What if I just Shattering Spree these two, hold up Bolt? Yeah, that makes sense, right? Yeah, just Shattering Spree these two, hold up. Yeah, okay. I think that makes sense. So this one's targeting the one on the right, and then the second one's going to target the one on the left. Alright, so they have a land and a Nexus. Black, colorless. Roberto. Alright, kill the Bob. Give me a land, please. That kind of works, sort of. We're still just playing this weird game of, like, me really needing to find a land for this Bone Crusher Giant. Okay. They have Sanctifier, but that's fine, because we have the Pirate Spell Bomb. So it's not that bad. Oh, no, they have Hammer. Right, I'm so dumb. Yeah, I'm an idiot. Okay, that was really bad. I forgot about the Hammer. It's literally right here, and I just forgot about it. So I should have waited. Even if I'd waited on the Spell Bomb... Yeah, no, that was really bad. I don't know what I was thinking. I just brain farted for a second. Crap. Crap. Alright, well. Now I lose. This matchup is tough. It's just, like, so awkward that I couldn't find a land to play the Bone Crusher to, like, also be able to pressure them while holding up stuff. So it was just, like, super awkward that I couldn't find a land. And they also had the ending for the thing. It was just all awkward. There's no shot they don't attack me, right? What? Why would you not attack me? What could I possibly have to kill them? That's so crazy. I mean, I guess maybe they're just like, they think they can't lose, but I mean, what if I just draw a Ratchet Bomb or a Shattering Spree? Man, that's so crazy to me. I don't know why they didn't attack. Yeah, whatever. I mean, I can't win this game anyways, but that seems like a wild no attack. I don't really understand that. I mean, obviously, I messed up horribly with the Spell Bomb. You know, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I just completely brain farted. Completely brain farted. All right, they got a drum. They're still not attacking me. All right, well, I'm going to try and burn you out, I guess. That's all I got. That's all I got. All right. I've had enough. I messed that game up horribly. I don't know if I would have won if I didn't mess up the Pirate Spell Bomb. Obviously, that was embarrassing, but... so 3 and 2, we lost to Amulet when we mulled the 5 twice, and then we lost to Hammer Time, which I do think is generally a pretty bad matchup, especially after Cyborg with the Sanctifiers. Maybe if I don't mess that game 3 up, maybe that game plays out a little bit differently, but I'm not 100% sure. So I apologize for the mess up there in game 3, or yeah, that game 3 there. But overall, the deck felt pretty decent. Jegantha didn't really come up that often, so maybe it's worth going back to Obosh, but like the fact that you get to play Ratchet Bomb and Abbott maybe is worth it, so not sure. But yeah, Abbott didn't feel that great. Like, what if the Obosh decks usually played Seasoned Pyromancer in that spot, which maybe is just worth it going back to. So maybe you just cut Abbott for Pyromancer, cut Jegantha for Obosh, and then play something over Ratchet Bomb. I think Obosh is a little bit better than Jegantha. Den was good, the main deck relics were fine, and everything else was pretty good. So anyways, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, be sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one.